So, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? Today's video is gonna be a bit of, let's say, unofficial. So, basically, I wanted to come out and say to you guys that, yep, I have started doing something, and what's that? It's basically redoing my life, to be honest. And what has actually made that change in me? So, that's what today's video's topic is basically how I really got started. And the main point where I see that I got started is okay, there was a point in my life where I was fat as shit, 42 kgs, overweight, around 13 or 14 years old, and yep, I was basically hated by everyone in my own surroundings, which led me to make a change, and that's where I got started. And I really want to share this story with you guys. So, first of all, guys, we have to realize that what's happening with your life is your choice. I didn't blame anyone. I wasn't the one who was going to blame people, saying that, okay, yeah, man, I have been doing this, I have been doing that, and nothing has been happening. Well, the main point is that you didn't make a change. And what's the reason? Oh, fuck no, you don't know that, to be honest. You don't know that. So, I would say for me, it was back in 2023. Yeah, 2023, around March, something like that, where I just realized that, okay, what I am doing with my life is not what I want to be doing later on. And I was, yeah, like I was sitting down, playing with my friends, just hanging around, doing shit. Actually, not making something out of myself. But then I realized that, okay, something needs to be changed. That's when I realized, okay, what I'm doing at this point is not gonna help me to sustain my own future, my own career. Like my kids, my wife, I won't be able to sustain them. Like if I can't provide for myself, what's gonna be providing? How I'm gonna provide for someone else? That's when something clicked for me, and it was okay. I need to make a change, and I started going into the self help journey. To be honest, that's when I realized that okay, I am making a change. I am going to try and do something which no one has ever done. And yep, I did want to like make a change, make an evolution, but there was something just stopping me, and that's what actually you guys have stopping you guys, and that's some beliefs. And what's those beliefs? I would really want to comment on that part that you believe that this is not something which you are destined for, or you believe that this is what I really want to do, but I don't know how to do it. That might be a problem. And what I started doing was I started researching about this. And basically that was a time like between 2023 March and April. That was the time when I started getting into self-help. And yep, I started going to the gym, started maintaining my physique, started thinking about things which I have never done in my life. And to be honest, that was basically my entire 2023. I started going out, and like just entering the gym and started doing shit which I haven't done. And yep, it left me in such an awkward position where I was like, okay, I am planning to do something, but I haven't done shit, which led me to 2024. But before that, I want to get into something else, which was self help. And I was started reading books. I started going out. I started searching for things that can help me secure my future. And that's how I basically started from a fucking elephant 85 kgs fat to 55 kgs now, slightly lean, I would say. Not yet fully lean, slightly lean. There is, I believe there's always improvement to be made. And that's when something clicked for me, and I was like, okay, this is what I want to do, this is what I'm going to do, and this is how it's going to be working. Well, that's basically it for 2023. And around the end of 2023, I started thinking, okay, what should I do next that's going to help me progress in my future, in my own beliefs? And that's when I started going into, let's say, some programs and courses which have led me to learn some skills. And what were those programs? So basically I was listening to Iman Gadzi, who was a self-help person. Basically he's a god when it comes to social media marketing and developing an online brand and presence. And I started following him, and I was like, okay, this is someone I want to be like, because I heard a story and it was really inspiring for me. But then I was like, okay, is this something I'm going to be doing? And the answer was yes, because this person, who I was following started at the same age around me, having no dad, and he was like, okay, now I want to do this, I want to do this, I want to get there, I want to provide for my family, I wanna provide for the people that are around me. And I was like, okay, this is something good which I want to do again. And I just started going out there, going to start like developing habits which I have never done in my life. Like, the first skill which I ever learned was basically copywriting. And what's copywriting, if you guys are wondering, it's basically making people take action with your own words. And I was like, okay, this is good, this is really really good, I want to be doing this for my life. Yeah. And that's what I found something I'm interested in, not my passion. Remind me that that was not my passion. I believe that when you're following your passion, yep, it's gonna help you out, but it's not gonna be something which you're gonna be trying to do for the entire life. And that's when I realized that, okay, what I'm doing at this point is gonna help me throughout my life, even if I don't really have a college degree or something like that. And then I started going out, then I started grinding, then I was like, okay, what's next? What's next? What's next? I didn't stop. My momentum, there was nothing in my entire life that's gonna break my momentum now. And when I realized that shit, okay, I was like unstoppable at that point. And yep, that's how it went. And basically from then on, I went on and started giving more to my own self. I started focusing on not on others, not on what others are doing, but rather focusing on myself. What am I doing? How am I spending my time? How am I spending my day? What I'm doing, is it right? What I'm doing, is it wrong? I started thinking about these things. I started meditating. I started journaling. And that's what helped me get to where I am at this point. And at this point, yeah, I'm not really a big shot, but that's what got me started. And I believe that, yeah, after some years, I'm gonna be successful, no doubt. But there's something which you have to understand, that this is helping me start, and you have to start doing something. Have to at least start doing something which you haven't been doing till now. So in this video, I also want to cover that what are some habits which helped me get started, and that you guys can implement in your life to basically start from nothing. You don't have to invest anything, you don't have to put money towards anything, but that what you can do, that's what something you can do. So what's that one thing which I did that helped me get started? Yeah, it's a bit funny, but the social media feed you have, you go to Instagram, and you start scrolling your YouTube shorts, and your Facebook shorts, Facebook reels, whatever you have at that point. And this point, you can just see that, okay, when you're watching a reel, ask yourself, is this real serving me throughout my life? Is this really going to be something which I can learn from? If the answer is no, just stop listening to that reel, stop listening to that shit, and move on. And what I would suggest, my personal opinion is, if you can alternate your Instagram feed, basically whenever you see a reel that you're not liking, there's a three dots on the side, you can just click on that and say not interested. And if you can do that, perfectly fine. If you can't, just quit Instagram. That's it. And that's what really I did at that point. I was altering my own feed as per my own wants, as per what I want to see, as per what I want to be. And after that, I started going on to Facebook. And yeah, basically, I'm not at Facebook yet. I have never been in Facebook, to be honest. I have created my account like 1 month back, to be max at 1 month back. Yeah, when I started my agency. But before that, it was like, yeah, I am just on Instagram. I was just like on that. And YouTube Shorts. Oh damn! To this date, I have some addition to YouTube Shorts, to be honest. But yep, that's something which I do in my part time. Like when we're about to go to bed and I wanna need some break, or I'm done after a very long workout. That what I'm gonna supposed to do is, yeah, I know what I'm supposed to do, but I need a break at that point. That's something when I can start watching a movie, or let's say some YouTube Shorts. But that's what I didn't really want to do. I just kept hustling. And this is what I really want you guys to do as well. I wanted you guys to understand that what you are doing at this point is not going to serve you in the long term. And that's the entire difference between you and someone who's successful is, are you doing some things which the rich person or the best version of yourself is doing at this point? Okay, you know what? Here's some exercise you can do at this point to get started. Go ahead and write down 20 things which your best version, with the one you aspire, like six pack abs, the one person like Khush in some other universe who has, yep, let's say six pack abs, who is very good, who is making a lot of money, and who is serving a lot of people, who is helping out people and making them learn new things. Write down 20 things which he is doing in his entire day and which you are not doing at this point. And then start by doing what he is doing and start copying his own life. And that's when you will make a change. And it's not a one day thing. It's not a one day thing, let me remind you. It took me around 8 months to get my physique off the ground. Until then, I had fucking hate as much as I wanted. I was being, let's say, bullied by people. I was seeing that, okay, people were seeing that I'm going to the gym and they were mocking me about it. But after 7 months, 8 months, people started me asking me, okay, Kush, I have seen that you've gone from 85 kgs to 55 kgs at this point. What did you do to do that exact same change? What did you do that day? What steps you took to make that change? And people ask me that till date, and I'm like, okay, I started by fixing my diet. That's my entire answer. I started being disciplined. I started doing things which I haven't done in my life, and that's what I want to do. And to be honest, if you guys are really watching my channel and you guys are really interested in this self help journey, then yeah, that's good for me, and I like appreciate you on each and every part. But if you're not implementing what I'm saying, then this is not useful for you guys as well. Like, it's just a time waste for you. It's just a part-time watch. It's a one-time watch for you. And honestly, I don't want that for you. I want you to go ahead, implement what I'm saying and what I'm not saying. If you can't do that, then it's perfectly fine. If not, I'm sorry, I can't really elaborate on this point. But understand that I really appreciate you guys watching my video, but you have to understand that when I'm watching this video from Kush, I want to implement what he's saying. And if you won't do that, then there's no point of you watching my entire video. And that's a fact. So I would say the first habit, as I said, man, was go and alterate your Facebook and Instagram feed. And secondly, go ahead and see your surroundings. Who are your friends? Who are you talking with? To this date, I have very bullshit friends, and I try to stay away from them as much as possible. As much as possible. And I can see this very clearly. If at this day they are like, okay, I see that Kush is trying to avoid me and I'm gonna avoid them, I'm like, okay, that's fine. That's completely fine. That's not what I'm looking from you, and that's not what I'm looking to be. Okay, you can go away from me. I don't give a shit. I don't give a fuck. Okay, I was alone at that point. I am alone right now, and I'm ready to be alone for my next 5 years, and that's well enough for me. I don't give a shit of what who you are, because I know that after this specific time of hustle, I'm gonna be someone that these people really desire to be and they can't be. So, sure, like, understand the people you're hanging out with, alter your Instagram feed, then go ahead and see, okay, what am I wasting my time at? For me, my life is about taking bad things out and inputting it with good habits. You should do the same. You should understand that, okay, I am using this, I am doing that, and I'm doing this, but what is the bad thing which I'm having in my day? Yep, like, I have seen many people who have porn addiction. I won't say the names, but that's a really bad thing, and you should stop doing it. But what can I do? I have tried to actually change their mind up, but it didn't really work. So I would say, understand what you're doing, understand your time, take care of yourself first. Like, discipline starts from your body, starts from yourself. It doesn't start from your habits, it doesn't start from your anything. It starts from your personal habit and your personal physique. For me, my discipline started from fitness. And basically that's what I have seen from many people, that their personal help journey started from fitness, and that's when this went into help, and then that's when this went into doing something which they aspire of. I won't really say that I am opposed to school, but school doesn't teach you shit which you really want in your life. And I have understood that at a very early age, and thanks to God for that. I'm really, really actually like, I really want to express my gratitude towards God for exact same thing which He has been saying, that I don't believe that school is something I'm looking for. And I would say that, yeah, there are some people who want to become something from out of school. They want to get something out of school. They want to study. That's completely fine. I respect that part. But for me, on my own opinion, I don't really like school, because school doesn't teach me something which I can implement in my life, and that's what I believe. I don't give a shit what you guys think, to be honest. Like, yeah, I respect you guys for watching my videos, and I believe that you guys are taking some of the points and some notes from this, but I don't really tell that, okay, this is something which I really want, and this is something which I want. I don't want you guys to exactly copy my things, but if you can take some inspiration from it, totally fine. Go for it. But with that note, I want to end this video that if you can't really implement what I'm saying, if you can't really understand what I'm saying, then this channel is not for you. I have to understand that, okay, what I am saying, what Kush is saying, is it true? I have to justify that in your own brain. And if you think it's true, then you should implement it in your life. And if you think it's true and you're not implementing it in your life, then what's the point of you watching the video? It's basically you're wasting the time. So go ahead, take your head out, stick it out, and just start doing things which you haven't been doing. That's what's gonna take you more ahead than anyone, more ahead than me, more ahead than any successful person I have ever known. And with that being said, go ahead.